language, machines. In the face of crises, humanity adapted. We became warriors, explorers, builders, dreamers flying forward,
This heat wave is extraordinary. It's about as hot as it can physically
in control of a changing world.
And there are no signs.
45 in Paris, the highest temperature ever recorded. Hurricane Zeta, the world's worst Category 6 storm, is just hours from
Thousands of residents are preparing for yet another night without power.
Flooding earlier in the week in parts of Italy and France. All concerns will turn to the Baltic. Firestorms began in central Latvia, but quickly spread to 8 Baltic nations that had
The price of fresh water rose again today in the London Stock Exchange, hitting an all-time high.
I'm old enough to remember what that world used to be like. We had places we belonged, country, community, family.
Levels have ravaged 50% of global shipping ports, threatening food supply chains.
The population continues to riot in the streets.
Militaries to fortify their borders using...
At what point does a country stop being a country?
One failed state became a dozen, and now there's millions of refugees headed every direction, except home.
Estimate that 1.2 billion people have been displaced by the shock and chain reaction.
We call ourselves nomads, the non-patriotic, stateless warriors fighting for our survival.
The world's non-patrioted find themselves choosing sides between Russia and the United States in their
Caught
quest
between
for
the
vital
last two superpowers as they circle each other, fighting for resources, threatening to draw us into a new kind of war.
This is the emergency broadcast system. A blackout event has occurred.
That has disrupted electronic communication across the planet. We don't know what is happening. Are we broadcasting? Are we on air?
Blackout communications and navigation systems, leading to massive disruption.
Cause is unknown. Russia and the United States have been pointing fingers, escalating tensions between the nations. Fever pitch, crazy war between the superpowers has imminent.
We're headed to Doha to keep an American satellite from falling into Russian hands. And the intel on board is all the excuse either side needs to send us straight to hell. But we faced crises before. The nomads were born out of it. We are the warriors. We are the adaptation. And this fight is ours. Listen up. I only have time to explain this once. Inside the combat zone, there are two opposing armies fighting to gain and then hold sectors. The fight continues until one side runs out of reinforcements and is forced to withdraw. That's it. Now, how do you gain sectors? You gain a sector by securing the objectives inside. To secure an objective, clear it of all hostiles. Once one side holds all the objectives inside a sector, it's theirs. Holding more sectors than the enemy causes them to bleed reinforcements. You bleed the other team to zero, and it's over. You take the field. Sure, you can light up hostiles and whittle down enemy reinforcements, but matches are won or lost by capturing sectors. Eyes on the prize, people. Move out!
Heads up! New Cortex! U.S. forces in the vicinity!
Wow. You think you can pass me through to him?
I'll try! Hold on! This is Commander Connell. Who am I talking to?
Kimball Gray, sir. Part of a NOPAT task force on the ground.
We're engaging the Russian ground forces. Unless you nopads want to get caught in the crossfire, I suggest you join us.
We got a choice? When?
Sending coordinates. See you on the field.
So much for stopping a war.
squads, strategy's simple. Capture your objectives, take control of the sectors, and repel the enemy.
Do not relax, there is much work to be done!
We need to take that objective!
Monitoring your advance, Nopats. Take that objective and show the enemy no quarter.
Allies engaging at Charlie 1.
Intel shows no hostiles present. Nopats, you are free to move on that objective.
Move there, now!
Locate and capture objectives. This battle's not over yet.
Begin your attack!
Well done!
Sector is now under our control. You Nopats don't disappoint. Do not leave the combat area or you will be extracted from the battle.
Sector Bravo is ours. Our troops have lost an objective. Sector Bravo is now under hostile control. About to start securing sectors. Enemy has majority control.
We are about to attack Bravo 1.
Sector Alpha secure. Hostile forces engaged. Execute the plan, and good luck.
Danger in the area!
Target Sector Bravo. We are engaging at Bravo 1. Status report. Task force is running smoothly, sir. They're holding objectives. They're a long way from surrender, but they're wounded. Taking every sector. Can't find work.
Come in, come over here!
1 is being contested by hostiles. Roughly 50% of their resources.
They're attacking one of our objectives! Need to reload! EMG on!
Watch your step here!
Scanning for hostiles!
Careful at the marker!
Trying to seize one of our objectives. Enemy forces control Sector Charlie. Russians are attacking one of our objectives. We'll face defeat if you continue like this. You need to secure more sectors. Now occupy Sector Charlie.
All right, let's keep that up.
Danger at the marker!
in our hands. Every sector is under our control.
Enemies attacking Bravo 1.
They're down to the last of their attack force.